Hey guys, as you know, especially those of us in the Northeast, we've got a big heat wave. We're in the midst of a big heat wave, and I know it's hot all around the country right now. And just wanted to have a quick chat about some of the obvious tips for staying hydrated and staying cool, but go a little bit further for a couple of minutes. So obviously, we need to, if we take as an adequate intake of water for each of us as a rough estimate, a rough barometer, if we take our body weight, half our body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water. The caveat to that is always when in really hot temperatures or when doing a lot of physical activity, physical labor, physical exercise, to up that. And basically you're drinking when you're thirsty. And now with all this heat, if you're out in this heat, if you have to be out in the heat, or if you just want to be out in the heat, that's okay, that's all fine. Obviously, upping our pure water intake is a big deal. But I want to point out that we're just not losing water constantly. Our body's trying to keep itself cool, and that's why it's perspiring, and we're losing water when we do that. That water, we need to be replacing it. Okay, that's the obvious part. The not so obvious part is for the body to keep itself cool, and this perspiration is work for the body. It requires energy. And what's also being used by the body is not just water, but also vitamins and minerals and protein and other things. So my point is, yes, we want to continue to take water in and adequately replenish the water that we're losing, but we also want to be replenishing those key vitamins, minerals, proteins, healthy fats, whatever, that our body is expending in keeping itself cool, in addition to doing all the normally bodily functions, the sensory energy that we use, in addition to that. So one great thing to do is to, in addition to drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of high water content foods. And what are those? They're fruits. Almost all fruits are high in water content. The lowest is avocado and banana, and they're still at 75%. But your oranges, apples, pears, nectarines, peaches, your berries, all berries, extremely high, 85% and higher in water content. Watermelon is like 95% water. So in addition to the water intake, enjoy a lot of fruit when you're combating the heat, because now not only are you getting mostly water, you're getting the nutrients that we need to keep replenishing also. So I know the focus is always on purely water, and yes, that's extremely important, but keep in mind that even though at the end of the day, like we're exhausted because our body it's like the air conditioner that's always on. Like that's the inside of your body. It's trying to keep cool, just like the air conditioning in your house or in your car. So it's using a lot of nutrients, replenishing those nutrients. So again, fruit it covers all the bases. It checks all the boxes. The nutrients, the fiber, some of them have healthy fats, like I said, avocados, the protein. So and vegetables like cucumbers, celery. So juices, smoothies, raw fruits and vegetables, cold gazpachos or cold soups. They're going to have a lot of water, and they're going to have a lot of nutrients, especially if they're good whole foods. So keep that in mind, because we can sweat and we can be replenishing water, and that's great. And we could still be exhausted. We could still not feel so great. That's because we're not replenishing our nutrients. So just really wanted to make that point today. Days like today and tomorrow, where we're eating big, heavy meals, like think about what I just described, the energy of our bodies trying to cool itself. In addition, now it's digesting big, complicated meals, meats and breads and cheeses all combined, maybe with alcohol and whatnot. Like that's a big task for the body. So if you can, obviously, the obvious ones, stay cool, the shade, bodies of water, pools, oceans, and lakes, and whatnot. But it's a great way to and it's a great excuse to up your fruit intake. And again, all of this sweating, the last thing I'll say is highly detoxing. When we're sweating, we're eliminating toxins. So if we're replenishing with good clean water and good fruits and vegetables high in water content, again, the smoothies and whatnot, we are actually detoxing. We're actually improving our health condition for those meals, for those days when we're doing that. So it's a way to turn this heat around and kind of clean out and use it almost as a natural sauna. Watch that direct sunlight. We just did a blog on it, and you can check it out on the website about direct sunlight and sensible sunbathing and enjoying the sun without putting ourselves in a position to really to really burn from it. So I know that's a bit more than a couple minutes, and it's a pretty big mouthful, but yeah, just wanted to remind everybody, fruits this time of year, at any time of year, especially on hot days like this, man, enjoy them. Enjoy that watermelon, the melons, everything, as much as you like. Just again, on an empty stomach, and stay cool, everybody, and hope you all have an awesome weekend. Alrighty.